Before her death from COVID-19 in late 2020, Dawn Wells was an American actress best known for her role as Mary Ann Summer on the hit television show Gilligan's Island. Considered by some to have been the show's most popular character, Dawn became an icon due to her performance. But she would never have become an actress if it wasn't for an injury she sustained early in life. And this injury coincidentally repeated itself in her final years, and with the opposite effect. Join Facts First as we explore the injury that started and ended Dawn Wells' career. Dawn Wells was born October 18, 1938 in Reno, Nevada. During her youth, she aspired to be a professional ballet dancer. However, as she got further along in her educational pursuits, she changed her mind and made the decision to become a pediatric surgeon instead. Between high school and college, Dawn sustained a knee injury that left her debilitated for a while. She attended a Missouri women's college by the name of Stevens College, where her injury prevented her from performing in any physical education courses. Because of this, Dawn was forced to join the theater instead. While performing in theater, she fell in love with the art of acting and decided she wanted to pursue that professionally instead of medicine. She dropped out of college to pursue acting, knowing she could go back to her medical pursuits if the acting thing didn't work. Luckily, her instincts about acting proved correct, and she was soon getting jobs on television. Eventually, she made her way onto Gilligan's Island, where she became an icon in the eyes of television audiences. One experience that helped give Dawn both the courage and the public boost she needed to become an actress was the 1959 Miss America pageant, in which she was given the title Miss Nevada. Dawn was 20 at the time and wowed the audience with both her incredible natural looks and the dramatic reading she performed for the talent portion of the pageant. Perhaps as a result of her performance in this pageant, she was soon getting roles in popular TV programs like Maverick and Bonanza. When it came to getting her role on Gilligan's Island, Dawn really had to try hard for the part. There was some pretty hefty competition. There were over 300 actresses who auditioned. Among the hundreds of actresses vying for the part of Mary Ann was Raquel Welch. Although Raquel was certainly a talent to be reckoned with at the time, she just wasn't what the creators of Gilligan's Island were looking for. The character of Mary Ann needed an actress with a distinct and innocent naivete. Thankfully, Dawn had the unique charm the creators envisioned. She often joked the role of Mary Ann was just about the only thing in the world she could win in a competition against Raquel Welch, though Dawn always had a habit of being a bit self-deprecating about her own self-worth. She inevitably won the part of Mary Ann, and Gilligan's Island became a giant success. It was said Dawn was the cast member who received the most fan mail, although she was always skeptical of this claim. Regardless, her presence was certainly a huge part of what drew audiences in every week. The show ran for 3 seasons, from 1964 to 1967, with 98 episodes produced in total. Although it didn't have as long of a run as some other successful shows, it's become one of the most iconic shows of its time, and Mary Ann has become one of the era's most popular female characters. Although Dawn never quite achieved another role worthy of her unique charm, she continued to work sporadically in both film and television throughout the decades leading to her recent death. However, another knee injury occurred late in her career that had the exact opposite effect. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Dawn Wells' popularity as Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island proved a double-edged sword, with audiences seemingly unable to separate the actress from her iconic character. However, whereas many of Dawn's contemporaries grew resentful when faced with similar problems, Dawn embraced her image as Mary Ann for the remainder of her career. Not only did she reprise the role multiple times in various forms, but she also wrote a book later in life detailing her time as the character. She gladly reprised her role in numerous made-for-TV movie sequels produced for Gilligan's Island, but that wasn't the only way she was able to continue being Mary Ann. She stepped back into the role for a 1992 episode of Baywatch that paid homage to Gilligan's Island. The episode became one of the most memorable of Baywatch's entire run, with series actress Erika Eleniak since sharing that she considers it to be her favorite. Dawn's appearance in that episode revitalized public interest in both her and the character of Mary Ann, not to mention Gilligan's Island. Besides her reprisals of Mary Ann, Dawn also performed a number of other roles in film, television, and theater, after Gilligan's Island came to an end. Some of her most notable filmed performances after Gilligan's Island included roles in the 1970s horror films The Town That Dreaded Sundown and Return to Boggy Creek. Though her film roles eventually decreased in stature, she continued to shine as a dramatic actress in theater throughout most of her life. By 2009, she had appeared in almost 100 professional theater productions. In 2014, she further capitalized on the iconic status of her Gilligan's Island character with the memoir What Would Mary Ann Do? She then suffered another knee injury that forced her to give up her acting career and venture into producing instead. It was a strange coincidence that Dawn's career as an actress had both started and ended with knee injuries. She produced a few notable works later in her career, including the Showtime movie American Christmas. However, her personal life was taking a downward spiral around the same time. In 2018, one of Dawn's friends launched a Kickstarter campaign for her, claiming she had been struggling severely after her knee injury and was also in extreme debt that was preventing her from getting the care she needed. As a result of the goodwill Dawn had built up over the years with Mary Ann fans, the Kickstarter campaign made in her honor was able to reach its goal of $200,000. It seemed like everything was turning out okay for Dawn, and she was incredibly thankful for the love and support given to her by fans. But she claimed the Kickstarter campaign was made without her awareness, saying she was fairly embarrassed by the whole thing. Sadly, Dawn didn't have a family to help support her through her times of trouble. Miraculously, the TV audience came through and saved the day. However, another tragedy occurred a few years later, putting her life to an end. In 2020, the world was shaken by the COVID-19 pandemic. While some doubted the impact the virus would have, it soon proved deadly to many who contracted it. There have been numerous celebrities who died from COVID-19, and Dawn was one of them. In late December 2020, it was announced Dawn had passed away from the illness. She was pronounced dead on December 30th at age 82. During her final years, the Kickstarter campaign had allowed her to move into the facility of her choice and live a life of relative comfort. If it wasn't for the love and support of Mary Ann fans, she likely would have suffered much more during her final years than she did. Despite her sudden end, Dawn had an incredible life and career that saw her attain massive amounts of success in entertainment. Though she became pigeonholed due to her iconic performance as the good girl Mary Ann, it was a role she remained grateful for, and she continued to scratch her dramatic itch via her numerous performances on the stage. Now it's time to hear from you. Comment down below to share whether you pick Mary Ann or Ginger, or if you were surprised to learn there would be no Mary Ann if it wasn't for the knee injury that sparked Dawn's career. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts Verse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.